y'all doing good. I don't know what my energy seemed like today. I don't even know, because I am on some medication and it's making me feel very tired. Like, I just started a new prescription and it's just making me feel just very tired. I could not sleep last night, like for real. I just could not sleep, and now my energy is off. But anyway, I'm back, you know, and we're just gonna chalk it up while I go get my kids from school, because this is the only like true. Don't you hate it when like big vehicles go too far out and you can't see around it, so you have to like push yourself all the way forward so you don't get hit? So yeah, so I don't know what my energy level is like right now, but I figured why not just chat it up on my way to getting my kids from school today. So that's what we're gonna do. So like I said, my energy has been depleted because of the medication. I don't know if this is just me getting adjusted. I don't know if it's even the medication. It could just be my sleeping patterns off. It could be anything. But anyway, when I woke up, I was like, I'm gonna, after I took my kids to school and everything, said I'm gonna watch a movie. And it was a movie I had started, and I started it with my husband, and then it got about like 20-30 minutes into it, and I was like, what? No. And I cut it off and I said, let's watch something else, because this movie is bad. I can already tell it's gonna be bad. So we're gonna talk about it. So the movie I'm referring to is Dos, or Two, and it's on Netflix. It is I don't know, don't quote me, I know it's a foreign film. It could be Spanish, I don't know, because I watched the dub version, because if I have to read anything when I'm already feeling tired, I'm gonna go to sleep. So I watched the dub version, and pretty much what the movie's about is these two strangers wake up in bed together, right? But their bodies are sewn together. And I was like, you know, that premise alone, I was just like, oh, okay, I might need to give that a shot. I mean, come on, it sounds like some movies I may have seen before. Ugh. Oh, no. All right, so it looks like we're gonna be at this, we're gonna be stuck for a minute because there's a train coming. But since the train, and it's not moving too fast, so let's just like take a look. So, oh, and then it says they're sewn together, right? And then they're further shocked when they learn who's behind the horrific ordeal, right? And it's by Mar Targarn, Rona, something like that. And then Mike Hostinshis. I don't know. Don't quote me on I'm dyslexic. I'm really bad at the whole like.
You is calm. You is smart. You is important.
I did my best, okay? But anyway, they wrote it. Oh, that was a short train. Okay, so I'm glad I was able to read that much. But I'm just gonna warn you now that I really am not reading from anything. I'm literally driving while just talking about a movie that I saw earlier today. And if this sounds like a movie that you may even have an inkling of being interested in, then please stop this right now and like don't watch any further. Go watch the movie. I mean, like, for real, you don't have to watch me. But if you're not sure if you want to watch it, or you don't spoil easy, or spoilers don't bother you, continue to watch and just hear what I gotta say. It's fine. Before I give what my opinions were. After I watched the movie, I didn't look at the ratings or anything until after I watched it, and it got a 4.7%, and that's out of like, I think it was like 1,200 and something, 1,289 people or something like that, 86 people. I don't know if that's verbatim, because like I'm going off the dome. Okay, where you go? Gosh. So, and then it's like, out of stars, you know, there's only 5 stars, it got a 2. How ironic, right? A movie named 2 got 2 stars. I thought it was funny. All right, so the movie comes on, and okay, just so you know, this is not for children. I feel like I should not have to say this, but this is not for kids. This is a movie that's rated MA. So, and there is nudity, and they're pretty much naked throughout the whole movie. So, like, that's just what it is, and that's not a spoiler. I mean, I'm pretty sure if you've seen a trailer or something, that, I mean, that's a given. That's not a spoiler. But all right, so these 2 people wake up, don't know who each other are, but they're in bed together, naked, and they're sewn together, right? And they are like freaking out, because like, I mean, wouldn't you be freaked out? You sewn to somebody else's body. And I mean, that was disturbing. It was like, you know, it made my skin crawl a little bit. What you doing? What you doing? Ooh, stay over there. Ooh, these cars are making it hard to talk. So anyway, they are like pretty much like trying to figure out why they're together. Chick thinks that he did this to her, and they're just trying to understand what happened. He's like, man, I didn't do anything to you. And he's like, I don't know why I'm here. I don't know how this happened. And they're putting pieces together, trying to figure out how they get in this position. What did you do last night? What did I do last night? You know, how did we get here? They figured out that they're being watched, right? I mean, that's a given. You're in the bed. I mean, like, who put you here, right? And pretty much everything takes place in this one room. And then, you know, the chick talked about like her upbringing. He talked about his upbringing.
Who are you? Who are you?
And it's like it didn't match. So they're like, okay, so we don't know each other. Oh wait, I gotta give them the deuces. It's funny, I'm talking about a movie with 2, and now I'm about to chunk up the deuces. It's funny. I don't know. I find the hilarity in there, you know? And they're trying to figure out what's going on. He's looking at his past of being like a gigolo, and then she over here looking at her past as being a cheater, and they're trying to figure out how they could have meshed together. She's over here thinking that it's her husband, and he's over here thinking it's whatever. He couldn't understand why he got involved in this, or how this could be or stuff. He said it could be some old clients of his that could have done this or whatever. And so they're trying to figure it out. Old dude saw a little pinhole, like a really small, like a hole the size of the camera lens on my phone, right? He saw it in a picture, and he's like, yo, that's a camera. But that's only because she gave him a remote control, and he's like, there's a camera in that picture. But I don't know how he just like, boom, spotted. But he eventually said the reason why he spotted the camera is because he used cameras when he does his line of work. He used cameras to blackmail his clientele, right? His clients. And so she's like, oh my God, that's so horrible of you. How can you? And she hits him, but like the hitting was just like really weird. And she's like, he's like, man, you really need to chill out. We like really are tied together. And I mean, literally that hurt. Like, I know that hurt. Like, I know it hurt. So like, why are you constantly tugging? Because I would think like every time you tug against the stitches, that hurt. That part just really bugged me. The fact that they were not consistently feeling pain. Like, they were not consistently in pain every time they were pulling against their stitches. It's just that like that part did not make sense to me, and that bugged me to no end. Then they're trying to figure out how to get out of this moment, and they realize like they really don't know how they're gonna get out of it, because they can't get out of the room they're in because all the windows are kind of boarded up. But there was a part where they were canoodling. Then they realized the lights went out when they were like kissing. It's like, yo, the lights goes out when we kiss. And so they really started going at it, which now since I'm saying it out loud, it sounds like that was staged. But even still, pulling against the stitches, I can't reiterate that enough. Pulling against the stitches, you would think that would hurt, right? That would freaking hurt, right? I mean, like, come on. If you were tied to somebody, y'all comment below. Tell me, wouldn't you think that would hurt to like constantly pull against the stitches? I mean, like, for real. I'm just saying, that really bugs me. But anyway, so old dude comes in the room, right? And he tells them to stop.
Stop.
Right? And then they don't listen. They're like, don't listen to him. And then like they keep going, and though he come closer and they kick them, and then they like try to get up together and run out of the room. So bad. So then they find like that they break open this window, whatever, and they see what they think is an out, which is really just a painted wall that looks like outdoors. And now they're upset because they're like, man, I feel like we never gonna get out of here. And then they find this room, which I so knew this was gonna happen, and it was animals in there. I said, watch, all of them gonna be together, all of them gonna be stuck together in this room. Just watch. And they were. All the animals were with their matches, which were not really their matches. And then that's like when you find out who did it. I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna tell you who did it in case you want to watch it. No, I'll tell you at the end. No, I'm gonna tell you now. Their daddy did it. They find out they're related. All that kissing and stuff they've been doing, they found out they were related, and they didn't even know it. And then they were like fixing their stories and stuff at that point. And then it's like, then they realize they have to detach themselves so they can go get help. But then they find out they're like in the middle of nowhere on like a mountain or something in the snow. So then the girl runs to try to find help, barefoot and naked, like bucket naked. You see frontal, everything. It's just like she's naked, right? And he's lying on the floor talking about he not gonna make it in a fetal position, right? She ends up going outside and collapsing on the ground eventually. And the dude that the guy inside, like the Siamese brother, whatever you want to call him, he shoots the guy that did this to him, their daddy. I don't even know if that's really their daddy, but that's what they're trying to insinuate. It was such a bad movie. And then they end up, he's like, you know, they can't live apart from each other, like, even though they did for so long. But I'm guessing they were so badly wounded. It's so hard trying to make sense of this mess. It's so hard. But I guess they were so badly wounded that they just couldn't. And then so she collapsed outside in the snow, just dying in the snow. And he's inside and his blood is just pouring out. And he's dying inside. And then you see them die separately until they come together and they make, what do you call it? A yin yang, like, you know, the little yin yang thing, like, you know, the white and the black on the side. Yeah. So then they made a whole yin yang, right? And they were together in the yin yang, and that's when the ending popped up and said 2, and it showed a bunch of. I was just like, made my chest hurt just thinking about it, man. But anyway, that was 2 deuces. I mean, dos. But let me just tell you, I give it the deuces. Like, it should be called deuces, because like it was just bad, man. It was bad. But my snack of the day is all natural freeze-dried cantaloupe crisp. I've had a lot of different kinds of freeze-dried fruit, and I tend to like them better than the dehydrated ones. But I've never had freeze-dried cantaloupe before, so we're gonna try it. Nope. Nope. It grows bitter. And it's like, I don't think I like watermelon either. Oh, that's bad. I don't like that. Okay, so I don't like freeze-dried cantaloupe. That was bad. That was about as bad as that movie. I don't like that. I don't know. Would I like it in a smoothie though? I don't know. I'll figure out a way to use it. But I don't like that. Anyway, it's I'm almost towards the front of the school, so I'm gonna be saying goodbye. I know, I'm sad too. I'm so sad. Yeah, thank you so much for chilling with me today, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you want to. And I will see y'all later, next time. Bye.